Alright, so if you made it to the last video in this series in terms of scaling up, this is literally the last video that you need in order to scale your campaigns to the moon instantly. In this video, I'm going to share with you exactly what I do in phase 4 of scaling up my campaigns instantly with my techniques. Do not use this strategy if you have not gone through all 3 phases of my training on scaling up your campaigns. If you don't listen to what I'm saying and you want to go do things your own way, just prepare for the repercussions of doing things outside of what I'm giving you based off of my advice from experience in doing this by myself and also for clients and also teaching to my students. If you receive any value from this video at all, just do me a favor, smash that thumbs up and go ahead and make sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel, because I will come out with more updated information as time goes on, because we all know Facebook changes over time, right? So I will be making updates in this series. You want to subscribe to this YouTube channel. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hop on over to my computer where I'm going to share with you phase number 4 of scaling up your Facebook ads, literally the last step if you're trying to hit $1 million months with your campaigns. All right, so you're ready for the last phase of scaling up your Facebook ad campaigns, and you're ready to take things up to the next level. This level is something that you don't need to be playing around with. Okay, you got to pay close attention. If you get ready to go hop on a plane, or you have a very busy day or something like that, you definitely want to hold off on using this phase, because you have to go and watch your campaigns very, very closely, because you're going to have a lot of money on the line whenever you do decide to scale using this method. So just as precautionary methods, as I always do, I want to let you guys know of a few things that you need to have in place in order to start using this phase number 4. So you need to make sure that you have multiple merchant accounts. I cannot stress this enough. It's even on phase number 3 where I had you getting ready to use phase number 3. You need to have merchant accounts in place, and the reason why is because you're going to be scaling to magnitudes that even these merchant accounts don't even understand. They don't understand spikes in income, out of nowhere, right? And that's usually all they care about, is seeing gradual growth with your account. And when you scale using these methods, the amount of money that comes in is way out of normal, right? And so you need to have multiple merchant accounts that you rotate on a consistent basis inside of your Shopify store, or whatever offer that you are promoting. You need to have multiple merchant accounts that you rotate. So you're going to need to hire someone to be in there to rotate those offers. To rotate your merchant account inside of your account. Whether it's a funnel or whatever the case is. If you have a Shopify store and you're using this guide, then you need to have multiple merchant accounts connected and also rotating on a consistent basis. That way you're spreading out your income across multiple merchant accounts, and that it seems like normal growth through those particular accounts. Next is you need to notify your supplier. Once again, let them know that you're getting ready to scale your campaigns and you're going to be ordering a lot more than normal, so that they can be prepared, and also to make sure that they have the inventory in place, so that when you do decide to scale, boom, he's ready, he has everything in place. Your customers don't have to wait an extra long period of time to get their products. Okay. Lastly, notify your banks and, again, your merchant accounts. I say this again because you need to let your bank know that you're going to have an influx of money coming in, and also you need to let those merchant accounts know that you're going to have an influx of money coming in, just to be on the safe side, just in case they want to put a reserve on your accounts. You need to have those types of conversations with them to notify them and let them know this is what's going on, and be proactive about the process. And then lastly, next is we're going to get into actually scaling and what needs to be in place to make this happen. So scaling, phase number 4.
I want you to identify which winning ad sets, identify your winning ad sets with 10 million or more audience size. So look in your account, make sure you look at your ad set, and if it has 10 million or more, we're going to want to use those ad sets that are winning to scale up using this method. Next, you want to identify whether it's a US only ad set or a top tier ad set. And remember, through my previous videos in the training, I talk about what top tier ad sets are and obviously why we set up them differently. So if you didn't catch that, go ahead and go back to phase number 4, phase number 3, 2, and 1. I believe I talked about them in all of those training videos. Next, if it's a US ad set, make these changes to the ad set at 7 a.m. EST. So in a minute, I'm going to show you exactly what types of adjustments you're going to make on your winning ad sets in order to use this method. Okay, but you're going to want to do them if it's a US only ad set. You're going to want to make those changes at 7 a.m. EST. Okay. Next, if it's a top tier ad set, make these changes to your ad set at 12 a.m. your ad account time. All right. So that covers everything that you need as far as the rules before scaling up. I do have a couple more rules towards the end of this presentation, but I'm going to go into the details of what you need to do to scale up. The first thing you're going to do on those winning ad sets with 10 million or more audience sizes, you're going to change the budget to $3,000. And I say $3,000 because if you got an audience size of 10 million, you can do some serious damage, especially obviously if that ad set is already winning. The strategy I'm going to go over here, or I'm using with this $3,000 budget, is going to significantly raise up your income level with this ad set and your profit, and also your just your overall income with your store or whatever it is that you're promoting. All right. Now I say $3,000, but you're not actually going to be spending the entire $3,000, and that's only because the way that we're going to be setting up this campaign. Not setting up the campaign, but editing the campaign, it's just not going to spend the entire $3,000. Typically, it doesn't. But if it does, cool. But typically, it doesn't. So next, what we're going to do is we're going to set your bid to $30 max bid. Now, this is what you call manual bidding. And before, they used to have a different structure in place in order to select different tabs and whatnot to manual bid, but now they've changed the back-end office, and probably by the time you see this video in a year from now, the way that this is all structured may change again. So it's good to be obviously to go ahead and subscribe to this YouTube channel, because once things change, I have to make new videos, training videos, to combat that. So as you can see here, I always choose one day after clicking or viewing as the conversion window, and then I go, and you can do one day after clicking only, that works as well. But as you can see, there's two different options here: lowest cost and target cost. Target cost is your average bid. Okay, back in the past, when we used to select our campaigns and do manual bidding, we had the option of average bid and max bid. Now they've changed it to lowest cost and target cost. But if you can read here, it says maintain a stable average cost per purchase as you raise your budget. And then here it says lowest cost, get the most purchases for your budget. All right. So this is the max bid, and you're gonna go ahead and tick this box in order to see this box here. You're going to tick this box that says set a bid cap, and then you're going to put in this box $30. So that is your max bid that you're willing to bid on that particular product for your conversion. You're saying that you don't want any sales past 30 conversions. You want to get your conversions under $30. And what this also means is it doesn't mean that your conversions are going to be $30. It just means that you're outbidding other people who may be marketing the same product or in the same niche, or have similar products, and you want to get the best priority traffic from Facebook for that product. So we use manual bidding, especially in around Christmas, when there is an uprise of a lot of people running ads around that time frame, especially with drop shipping and Shopify. We use manual bidding a lot because there's a lot of people using auto bids, and we need to outbid them in order to take that placement or take the best placement for those ads. And so this is what we do: is we turn our winning ad sets into a manual bid, and we use a $30 per day, or $30 bid max bid. Okay, so with this bidding strategy, it's going to allow you to, again, get better placement with your Facebook ad that you have currently winning. And we only do this on ad sets that have been winning. Okay, you need 6 or more conversions before you even start to do this. You don't want to do this with 1 conversion or 2 or 3 conversions. You want it to be consistent. All right, consistent profit. And remember the rules I already talked about. You want 3x ROI. You want at least 6 times ROAS, which is return on ad spend for your campaign. If you made $100 and you made $300, that is not 6 times ROAS. That is only 3 times ROAS. Okay. You want to see $600 come back from spending $100 before you even start to try this method, because the cost per conversion will go up with you spending as much as you're spending. And also at the same time, you want to make sure that you're holding that, holding some type of profit in there. And 3x ROI gives us that cushion that we need to make it. And although our ROI will go down, at the same time, the amount of money and the amount of conversions that we make is going to be very significant compared to what you were doing before with the auto bids. See, it used to be that we can spend past $100 with auto bids and we'd be fine. But nowadays, as of to this year, 2018, it's been harder for us to use or hold higher budgets with auto bids and get the type of conversions that we're looking for with these ads. So we have to go to the next level and do manual bids. Now, you can get away with not doing manual bids, but if you're trying to hit significant numbers and trying to hit them quickly, manual bids is going to be the easiest way to do it. Now, you can always continue on doing phase number 1, 2, and 3 continuously until you found more audiences and scaled more campaigns using auto bids, but it's going to take a lot longer and it's a lot more work duplicating ad sets, new campaigns, looking at all of the ad sets that are winning and not winning. It's just a lot of data to read. So by doing manual bids, it's easier because you have only a couple of manual bids that you have to look after. What I suggest when doing this manual bid strategy is only doing 1 at a time until you see and get comfortable with doing the manual bid. Then, and also knowing that you have enough money in the bank to cover the cost of your ad spend or your credit card, and also to the fulfillment cost as well. All right. And so you can add more manual bids over time as your budget allows, and obviously the money that you put aside for your fulfillment and different things like that. If you have a digital product, you can go balls to the wall with scaling your campaigns, because you literally have no inventory. You don't have to worry about, deliveries is digital, and you have a lot of capital put aside to actually use this method. You can go and scale to the moon. But keeping this in mind, I do have another set of training that I'm going to put together for you with Facebook ads, and it's actually going to help you to understand how you can scale even further and have a huge audience. I'm talking about 100 million size audience plus that you can dive into after you've implemented all four phases of this scaling. It's going to take your scaling to the next level because you're going to, you can infinitely scale as long as you can afford the budget of the campaigns that you're going to be running. If you guys have any questions whatsoever, my Instagram is in the description of this video, which is at Todd Dowell. You can go and message me on Instagram, or you can just reach out to me on Facebook. Typically my Facebook is full. You can message me on my fan page, or obviously Facebook. Just type in my name, Todd Dowell, find me and go ahead and message me. Other than that, if you guys ever need help with running ads, I do take on a couple of clients every single month, and I run their ads for them, or I give them consultation on their already running ads. So if that's you, reach out to me, and I'll let you know what I have available as far as like consulting with these ads. Obviously, it's not, my time is not free, so obviously you're gonna have, that's a bit of an investment that you're gonna have to put in place in order to reach out to me and see what the costs are and everything. Okay, so going into the next slide here, scaling phase 4. This will give you just some numbers to look at when you're looking to use manual bidding. If you have an audience size of 5 million to 9 million, use a $1,000 budget. You don't have to always go after a 10 million size audience and do 3,000 size budget. But these are the numbers that I found comfortably by using manual bids. 10 million to 19 million, use 3,000 budget size. The example of what I've given you today, it was a 10 million size audience, right? And so we're going to go with the $3,000 budget. Next, if you have 20 million and up, go ahead and use a 5K budget. Also, what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to talk to Facebook and let them know to raise your budget, because once you start spending over a certain amount on your ad account, what you'll notice is that your budgets won't be spent at the end of the day. Okay, so if Facebook's optimizing, you're running these manual bids and everything's going smoothly, and for that day, for whatever reason, Facebook just has more traffic and your conversions are going higher, they're gonna spend more on those manual bids. But if you don't have, if your budget on your account isn't lifted, what you'll notice is that it won't spend the entire budget. So you need them to increase the amount that you can spend per ad set in order to spend more than $5,000 on that particular ad set. Okay, otherwise you'll get to a point where it won't spend the entire amount for your ad set. So go ahead and be proactive. Message Facebook, go to the help desk, message them, and make sure that they raise your budget before attempting to do these manual bids. Otherwise, you'll be stuck at doing $3,000 budgets or $1,000 budgets on these campaigns. So with that being said, guys, if you got value out of this video, go ahead and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Smash that like button if you enjoyed and thought this video was valuable in terms of training and helping you to understand exactly what you need to do to get to the next level of scaling your campaigns and everything. Again, don't forget to reach out if you have any questions, comments. Leave those questions in the comment section below. If you like my help running campaigns for you, or consultation on your already running ads, then don't forget to reach out to me on Instagram or Facebook. Yeah, that's pretty much it. You guys take care. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you at the top.